Light the fires. The great hunt begins.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito Extra Beef. My name's Darien,
My name's Landon.
and today we got a game review for you, most anticipated game review of the year.
Oh yeah,
Um, we are talking about Marvel's Spider-Man 2. We have both platinumed the game on the
yeah,
PS5.
yeah. So pretty much done everything you could possibly do in this game.
Yeah, maybe I haven't done like a couple crimes, but um, I mean that's probably about it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It was really just a car chase. This is spoilers, by the way. Get that out of the way.
Yeah,
Um,
spoiler review for
Spoiler
Marvel
review.
Spider-Man 2. We're getting into everything.
Yeah. Only crimes is like the car chases, the symbiote fights, the and like the Craven's men. That's kind of it. Those three. Oh, and the pyro people, like the cult.
Yeah.
That's it.
Um, the way we're gonna do this review, we're gonna talk about the story, and then we're gonna talk about the side missions, and then we'll get into uh new like what cool new stuff they added to the game, like different like gameplay mechanic stuff, and then
Yeah.
I don't know, just talk. So like that, we'll cover mostly everything.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I'll let you beat the game before me,
Yes.
and you're the leading expert on Spider-Man 2 here.
Yeah, I can't believe you don't. I mean, because I wanted to really do, I don't know if people knew this, but I wanted to do a big like suit predictions, and we kind of did a bit, but you straight up were all like, yeah, I don't
I
know, man.
literally told you the only suit I could think of was the classic comic black suit, which I got. So,
Yeah,
and I knew I
I
was getting it because I saw it in the suit picture.
yeah, I didn't know. I figured we were gonna get a classic black suit, but I didn't know we'd get like the red and blue like lighting with it, which is cool. Well, which I'm a little disappointed we didn't get the like a classic comic book looking outfit or anything
Mm.
like that, but whatever. Whatever.
Uh, so I'll let you lead the way with
Well, here, do you want to
your
lead
your
the way with? You want to
your.
lead the way with story? Because I don't know. I guess we go back and forth with it. Because
I mean,
I,
I'm
cause,
not gonna remember every single thing that happened in the story, but I'm gonna
yeah, of course.
remember like the basic
Oh yeah, basic
like
key stuff. Yeah. Um,
um.
you want to lead the way with it, or
Sorry, I was just reading in the somebody in the comments of our giveaway, which is over by the time you guys are seeing this. So congratulations on whoever won.
yeah.
Um, they said, I want to see the inclusion of dynamic weather and day-night cycles in the game. Hope it is better than Miles Morales.
Oh,
But they said they have YouTube only. Sorry. Well, sucks to suck. I'm kidding. It was a joke. Uh,
oh, we just lost everything we've ever had.
um, but there's the, oh gosh, there's another one. No Twitter, any social media. Well, unfortunately.
Yeah. See, well, because we hate it because we like as many people to enter as possible, but just it's the only way to contact you because we definitely won't give a phone number out publicly or, is there a
Yeah.
way to message privately on YouTube?
No.
Yeah. So, and we don't give email addresses out. So, unfortunately,
Yeah. Anyway, back to
but
Spider-Man 2.
yeah.
It's, we're getting off tangent.
Yeah.
Um, I guess we can talk about story. But first off, you talk about your thoughts on the game.
Well, just like before it came out.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
good. Just got another. Hold on. Is this a new one?
yes.
Huh. Okay, off tangent. We'll discuss it later. Um, so what was I crap? What was I going to go on? So before the game came out, obviously we were both very excited. I need to find that episode when we first started talking about the game.
Mhm.
Because I remember I had COVID when the game was first revealed, and I know we did Green Lantern around that time, so I'm about to find that
Remember,
area.
like Omega Red will be appearing in Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Did we say that Omega Red,
No,
or did
it
we say
was a
Wolverine?
joke from when on the episode we reacted to on the thing where I said that Omega Red will be in Shang-Chi.
Oh yes. I got, I remember that. Yeah, I think Omega Red might be in there, and like I don't know why I agreed with that because I wonder what my thought process was. I mean, it'd been cool, but I don't get the
You
point
weren't
of
paying attention.
I wasn't. That's definitely what happened. We'll go with that. Um, but
Anyway,
obviously, me and you were both definitely hyped for this game. Uh, the review said that this is the best superhero game ever made. You know, best superhero sequel ever made since Arkham City. Which I'm glad they didn't say Arkham Knight because that would have been a straight up lie. Um, but did it deliver on all those fronts? That's the question we're about to answer here today. So let's take it away. We start off with the story first.
yeah.
All right, let's go on.
Okay. Well, first mission, fighting Sandman.
Yeah, yeah. Fight Sandman. Definitely. I
Right
mean,
off the
already.
bat.
Yeah. Now, something I do like about Insomniac games, they always improve on what they did the previous games and everything they've done. First one you had the thing with Kingpin, which is good, still good. Did it on my stream, still had fun with it.
Yeah.
Now Miles took it up a notch where you have this big chase with Rhino through New York City. You go through the mall. You go through where else you go through? Oh, you just go through the mall, then you have that big battle, like that big boss fight with him. It's cool. Now this game, you start with Peter doing his new teaching job, and Miles, he's at Visions Academy with Miles, and then you know teaching for like I don't know, like at least like 5 minutes after being late,
Yeah. Something like
Peter,
that.
yeah, the principal like gets mad at him and all that. It's like already off to a bad start. He then goes to go fight Sandman, and
Awesome.
it's fantastic. It's
Heavy
again, it's like
Ghostbusters. It gave me really big Ghostbusters vibes.
yeah, yeah, the Stay Puft
If I
Marshmallow.
and I'm saying that mainly because like I played Ghostbusters the video game
Oh yeah, that game's
and it reminds me of that
yeah,
with
that's a
like
great
fighting Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
game. I'm
Running up the
excited.
side of the building
I
while
mean,
he's crawling up
it
behind
was.
you.
I mean, it was really cool of them trying to figure. Now, what do you think about the Sandman's design in this game? By the way,
What do you mean, like his sand version or
no, no, he's like regular like outfit and all that. I know you see it for like a couple minutes. Um, but it seems to be just a regular, basic Sandman design. He just has like a jacket over everything and like the Lego haircut or whatever you
yeah.
said. That was funny.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, it's not really much to comment on. It's just basic Sandman design, but I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it.
yeah.
But I mean, I really enjoyed the boss fight. Um, very action packed. Got me very. I mean, it was a good start off to the game as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, and then you basically the whole city's covered in sand, like on one part of it.
Yeah,
But Yeah, I mean that leads into the little scene we saw with the showcase of Craven holding the dude up and snapping his neck. Craven is man,
The best part of the game? Question mark. I
it
don't know.
possibly.
I
Well, I don't
love
know.
them.
There is one part that makes me think that it's better. But
Oh,
um
like a character or just a scene?
uh
Because I think I know what scene you're talking about. That makes me like, I don't know, giddy with excitement. I don't know. And I
it was
shouldn't.
I mean, what's the spoiler review? We can talk about it. Getting to play as Venom.
Oh, that part. Oh, I didn't even think about that. I don't know why. I always thought you were talking about. Well, okay. Well, I am. I feel the exact same way as what I said. I thought you were about to mention that whole scene with like symbiote Peter, with
Uh,
like Peter and Harry, or sorry, with MJ and Harry, and oh god, I love it. But yes, getting to play as Venom in this game, we're already ahead of ourselves. But we just gotta say it now because we'll mention it again because that's how great it is. The reveal of it is incredible. Okay, well, first, I think I owe a big apology to Darien
mhm.
on here.
Yep.
Oh, you're not even like laughing at you just you just agreeing with it. All right.
Yep.
Eddie Brock is not Venom.
Nope.
It is Terry Osborn.
They literally said
I
it,
thought it was a red herring. I thought it was a red herring.
you thought it was a red herring.
I thought it was a red herring.
You were
Uh,
wrong, sir.
well, I know I was wrong. I realized I'm wrong. I like how that's the first thing you thought of. Like when Harry became Venom, you were like, "Oh my god, this is crazy! Oh my god, to play as the first thing you thought in your head was, "Oh, I'm right." That lets
Yeah,
me know a
because
lot
that
about
was the whole thing. That
that lets me know a lot about you,
if it
dude.
was Eddie Brock, what would have you said? What would you have said?
Well, I would have been like, "Oh, cool, Eddie Brock, cool."
I'm
Uh,
right. That's what you would have thought.
oh, I'm right. Yeah, I know. That is true. You got me there. But here we'll get more into that here in a minute. But the reveal of it's really cool, and we'll get into
Yeah.
that Peter, MJ, and Harry scene because I constantly go on YouTube and watch that scene because it's so well acted. I get like really excited about it. Um, Now after Peter and Miles fight Sandman, they both go. I can't remember exactly. They both kind of go
Clean
their
up the
own.
city.
Yeah, clean up the city. They save Jameson, which is super funny. Um,
Jameson, my sunshine. You okay?
um, After that, that's when Peter kind of goes back to his house. MJ drops
Aunt
him
May
off.
Aunt May's house, yeah.
Yeah, Aunt May's house. She financed the house, right, and has a bunch of loans Peter has to pay off. She
She
did
ain't gonna
that.
pay it off with a teacher's salary, I'll say that much.
I know that you got that right. Right, they'll figure it out. I guess I don't know.
That's when Harry shows up.
Yeah. That's when Harry shows up. I was going to mention May financed the house that way. Feast, or that way she put the money towards Feast a bit more. That's where
Yeah.
she worked at the time. And that's when Harry shows back up. Him and Peter have a really nice mission together. You get some flashback
Yeah.
scenes.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, showing younger Peter. This is when he first started being Spider
And
Man.
I cannot express how much I absolutely loved the just like getting to ride a bike around with like your
Oh
friend.
yeah, yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Oh yeah. You played in the game, so you did that one mission where you do the photographer. You help that photographer out taking
Oh yeah.
pictures. Yeah, and like you do another, and he's like on the phone with Jameson trying to get a job at the Bugle.
Yeah.
I love because I want like more of that stuff because I like seeing like the lore of this whole universe.
Yeah,
There's
it's pretty cool.
But but yeah, him and Harry and then Harry mentions to Peter like, "Hey, I got a second chance. I, we're gonna heal the world, Pete.
I told you.
Um,
I just can't I just every
is
time
it right?
I hear the word, I'm like it's Venom.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I mean, you cannot blame me for being sketchy on video game trailers after that whole Last of Us 2 stuff. You cannot blame.
Fair enough.
You can't blame me for that. think I'd let you do this on your own? Yeah, sure. I love seeing Joel saying that at the end of the game. He just got his brains on some floor. That's what we ended up getting. Uh, by the way, I love Last of Us too, just to be clear.
Me too.
But
Anyway, Spider-Man,
yeah, back to Spider-Man.
Emily May
Um,
Foundation.
Emily May Nation. Then you kind of cut to Miles. Miles is having issue. And he keeps delaying writing his college essay or his, not a college essay, but a it's that paper for college or whatever. They try to get in somewhere.
Yeah, it's the acceptance or no college entry. I don't know what it's called.
It's called something, but he's college application.
I didn't have to write one.
Is that what's called, like a college application?
Well, college application is just like applying to college. This he has to write like a thing for it. He must
Well,
be
yeah,
going to some kind of prestigious type.
he has to like write about himself, but he keeps delaying it because he doesn't because it's hard to write about your life when you're like a superhero. You can't mention it because he just feels like that's like the most interesting things about his life is that.
Yeah,
Um, and he wants to more focus on being a better Spider-Man than his like career. Um, and what else do we have here? I know he's very focused on Lee right now. Mr. Negative, because
yeah,
obviously killing his dad and all that, and it bothers him that that he's like still out there. He wants a bit of revenge in a way.
yeah,
Um, which I really enjoyed that part of the story. Actually, I mean, already. I mean, I think the story in this game is better than, but obviously it's better than Miles because I didn't care for Miles Morales' story, or the game. I mean, not his character in there.
mhm.
But I mean, I think it's better than the first one. First story was like incredible. So,
Yeah.
and
Um,
oh my god,
I know I'm responding to them all. Yeah, I think yeah, I definitely think that this had the best story. Um, Trying to think what happened next. I'm gonna have to end up skipping because obviously Craven's there. He's killing a bunch of villains.
yeah, that surprised me because I mean, should we just go out of the way and just say who he straight up just kills in this
Well, let's
game?
see. I'm gonna look it up just in case I'm missing. What uh all villains did Craven?
Because we just know three or four. I mean,
Um,
excuse me.
he killed Scorpion, Shocker, Vulture, and Electro.
Which is insane to me. I can't believe. And if I have to have a little minor complaint, because we see Scorpion dying, we
Yeah,
don't see oh, the Shocker and Electra ones are like you have to like kind of find those. Because I couldn't find the Electra one. I saw the Shocker one. I know Darren, you couldn't find either of them.
yeah,
Like you definitely see Scorpion because it's in a cutscene,
yeah.
and Vulture
He
is
killed all them. He was also chasing down Sandman, Black Cat, and Lizard.
yeah. So I mean, Spider-Man has like almost no villains no more.
Yeah,
Or because four of them are dead, and I love what you said, and the other are like reformed now. They're good guys. Is like such as Tombstone, Mysterio. Who else? I can't remember. Well, we still got Goblin. Carnage is out there. Chameleon. Um, I'm trying to remember who else. I guess Rhino is still alive,
true.
and Doc Ock.
Um, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you got Craven killing all these people. Let's see. Um, I'm having a trouble remembering everything. Let's just really talk about like the big stuff.
Yeah,
Harry's sick. He's got the symbiote, and that's what's
yeah,
keeping him alive.
yeah,
Um, or keeping him not sick. And
yeah.
they have a cool little mission. We get to go to Coney Island, and you meet Mysterio. You see Mysterio there, which starts a bunch of side missions.
Yeah.
Um, and oh, by the way, W Mysterio design.
Oh yeah, I love it. It's probably my favorite Mysterio design ever. besides like a really cool like comic
I liked
one.
when there's the scene when when you're at the end of it and he walks forward and he puts the helmet on
Yeah.
and it was like it was just his head and when he put it on it transformed into the skull.
Oh yeah, I love it.
I still
We'll talk
think that
about.
I think Mysterio. I mean, that's going ahead. We can talk about it later. I still think Mysterio was the actual villain of those side missions, and it wasn't those two girls.
Oh, you think he did it like himself?
Yeah,
That'd be cool if that's
because
it.
why would he be? Why would Mysterio allow himself to be captured and tied up in a room,
Yeah.
and then he's just like sitting there helpless, like help me? I'm like, yeah, okay,
And especially with Miles being like a newer Spider, like unless Miles put Mysterio away himself, because he acts like he knows him,
yeah. But
like
I
he's
think it's
dealt with him
also
before.
yeah, that's true.
Unless like Peter, because I'm surprised like Peter doesn't make like a comment about it either. Like, oh, I guess Mysterio turned around the same way as Tombstone,
Yeah.
and but who knows? Because we will go get into a bunch of the side missions after the main story because there's a lot I'd like. There's a bunch of side missions I like to talk about.
Hmm.
And especially the Howard one because that's a funny story because with Darien. Um, but back to the story. Um, unless you want to keep carry on with the story, were you in the middle of saying something about it?
No, I was just. I mean, we're at Coney Island. Obviously, Tombstone works there as a go-kart
Mm,
technician.
yeah,
Um, and then Craven's people show up there to take out Tombstone. You get a really cool scene. Peter trying to save the roller coaster's falling apart. And he's trying to save the coaster carts of people, and the thing's falling on him, and he can't. And then he had that line almost made me go like, man, wow! Like the girl, he looked at the girl that was in there, and he said, "I'm sorry,"
yeah. I mean,
because he
for a
wouldn't
minute,
be able to save him.
there's times in this game it really makes you feel like this is going to happen. Thank God it doesn't. I was literally getting ready. I'm like, Spider-Man's about to drop these people, and
Yeah,
then
I mean, what happens to the hero when he can't save somebody? He has to like
yeah,
drop them. But then
mhm,
Harry shows up, and you see the symbiote being used.
yeah,
And then he's testing out different symbiote stuff later on with Peter, and Norman gets onto him for messing up the office.
yeah.
Um, let's see. Uh,
Well, they do. Craven's men do capture Tombstone,
yeah.
and then you have a
I know
culmination
Peter
with
was like,
Peter.
"I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna save you. I promise. I'll be right back. I'll be right back." And then,
Yeah,
oh, sorry. But yeah, that happens. Peter goes out to somewhere where the hunters were, and to get Tombstone. And Harry comes with him. Harry's got his own kind of like Agent Venom looking suit.
yeah, yeah. That's what it looks like.
Um, let's see. Uh, we also get they escape. Tombstone's a good guy. Which is cool. I feel like I'm missing. I don't know if this happened at this point in the game, but Dr. Connors is missing.
Yeah, yeah. It happens around that point. Yeah, yeah. It's literally when sorry Norman comes in and finds the place like trashed a bit,
Yeah.
and he's like, yeah, where's Connors? He's like, oh, he's not here. Maybe maybe he took a day off. And Norman's like, he doesn't take a day off. Off.
Yeah, so something's happened. Um, you get to a point MJ has infiltrated this zoo where Craven and his men are set up, and trying to remember. Yeah, it was then they were she was walking basically it's MJ mission, you walk around do all this stuff. Um and let's see. I'm trying to remember I can't remember how Peter and Harry got there
Got where?
to the zoo where Peter quote unquote dies.
Pete, Mary Jane, calls Harry on Doctor. Remember, she finds Doctor Connor's phone,
Oh yeah, that's right.
and Chuck calls to Harry from it, and he say hello. He's like, hey, hey, this is Mary Jane. I'm at the New Jersey area or whatever.
And the phone dies.
Yeah, the phone
Um
immediately.
she finds Connors and Craven shows up. Harry and Peter get there. Big fight ensues. Right. Connors is hurt, and you're basically trying to like guide them through. You get to the point where you're fighting Craven. Oh God, how did Peter? I got stabbed, right?
Yeah, he got stabbed and Craven like broke the knife off in him.
Yeah.
So the blood
Um,
in him.
Craven don't
And
mess around in this game.
I don't know if you mentioned this as well, but Craven injected Connors with the lizard serum.
Yeah.
Uh, did you mention
So
that
he's
already?
turning him. Not yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah. So he's turning into a lizard. He's about to,
and
anyways.
you actually get your lizard with the coat and the purple pants.
Yeah, for a minute. And
For a minute.
at least I saw it. I'm okay with that. At least I saw it.
And I know he could talk in that form, but then as he mutates more, he can't talk.
Yeah, which I'm cool with. I like that too.
Yeah. But that happens. Let's see, what is this? Oh, um. So yeah, Peter gets stabbed, and hang on, I'm reading something here. All right. So yeah, Craven stabs Peter. Um, Harry sees it, and so does MJ, and they scream. Harry just goes. Well, no,
Ballistic.
Harry just starts trying to tap. He was kicking Craven's butt. It was crazy.
Oh yeah.
Um, MJ is picks up Harry Peter, and is trying to walk him. You're walking him through like the place, trying to get him to safety while all this chaos is happening.
Yeah.
Um, Trees falling and fighting and stuff. Get there, and Harry knocks out Craven, I think, and he runs in, and Peter dies, and then the symbiote comes off of Harry onto Peter and brings him back. That's how he gets the black suit. What'd you think of that?
Um.
Good way to get the black suit, maybe.
Yeah. Good way to get it. I mean, I'm definitely not complaining because I mean that part was all like, oh heck yeah, it's gonna be
I
gonna
was
be the Bucks
crying.
here.
I cried when
Yeah.
I.
Yeah, I was tearing up. I was like, I can't believe Peter's about to. I really thought he was going to die there for me because I thought they were about to. Kind of mentioned earlier, I thought they were about to pull a last was two. You know, we're coming to find out the whole time that Harry takes over the Spider-Man mantle using the symbiote or something.
I do think this game has a lot of like jaw drop moments.
Oh yeah, a lot. I can't wait to talk about that one scene because I again I rewatched it so many
Yeah.
times because it's just like so crazy to hear.
Um.
Um,
Yeah, that happens. He gets the black suit. We go to Harry's kind of upset about this.
well
Um.
he ain't upset. He's just like he can't, I guess kind of freaking out a bit because he's trying to get it back, but the suit's not taking him back for some reason.
Yeah. I can't remember everything that happens after he gets the black suit. I know that he's still kind of normal for a bit.
Well, the thing is, they know the only Connors has been working on the suit, and they know that he's the only
The only
he
one that can
know
get it
he'll
off of him, right?
yeah
Because
yeah
Peter was trying
he'll
to give it back to Harry and it wasn't working.
yeah he won't give it back, but at this point Connors is the lizard, and Craven has the antidote.
Yeah.
So
And
now
so
that's
that's
what
when this is showcase. Yeah.
yeah
You also skip that also Martin Lee was there. Miles wants to kill Martin Lee.
kill
That's a
Martin
big.
Lee.
It's a big thing. Let's see. Um, you basically have the whole showcase mission. Everyone's like something's wrong with Peter. You fight Lizard, and
Peter says some things. It's like, dang, dude, chill. Like,
no wonder your family left you.
yeah, you're weak. And
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, dude, all right. I love it though.
And
I
skipping
was,
ahead a little. Oh,
oh, sorry. No. I was gonna say, not a complaint, but I don't know about you. I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm an evil person. I wanted to see more symbiote Peter. I don't think we got him that long in the game, or like really like fully evil, like saying some like nasty things.
I mean, one to be like racist or something.
What? What? Well, I'm not
What do you
like
mean,
getting
like
that.
fully a nasty thing? I mean, he says some Pops
Well,
a,
he
pop
said,
a few
well,
more pills and tell us how you really
I
feel.
want him to say some racist stuff. Then I'd really love it. No, I mean like I wanted, wanted a bit more. Like, no, I'm not saying go beyond, but like I wanted to hear, like, I mean,
You just wanted it for longer.
yeah, I wanted it for a bit longer. I don't know. Do you feel it was too short on your
Well,
end, or
not really. I thought it was kind of a good length. I mean, it was like
I?
a lot of stuff happened.
I maybe wanted like one more mission with him wearing the symbiote at like full, like where the symbiote is pretty much full control, and he's saying mean things to MJ, Harry, and like just whoever, you know.
Yeah. Um, I see that uh somebody's liking our Twitter posts one at a time. um, sorry, I just noticed that I looked over. But yeah, I get that. I mean, you get the mission where Peters is being like an awful person to MJ and Harry and
And
uh
that's the thing I'm talking about because it's so good. I don't know, something about it I just love. And especially when he says to Harry, "Why don't you pop some more pills? Tell me what you really want to say."
yeah,
Is that right? Did I say that right?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
no,
love that one.
he said pop a few more pills and tell us how you're really feeling.
Yeah,
And
and
then
I just like,
MJ's got the taser behind her getting ready to do some. He storms
yeah.
out.
Well,
Um,
he's mad at MJ because she posts the thing saying like, like a Spider-Man like threat or menace type deal. Peter's all like, what the heck are you talking about?
yeah.
He's like, you're supposed to write the truth, and she's like, I did.
I did notice this, by the way, I don't know if you did. You're new free roaming. You finished a call with Rio,
Yeah,
and she's like, I need you to talk to Miles for me or something like that, or go find Miles because Miles wasn't there, and because it's Miles at this point. This is after the MJ scene in the tunnel, which we can touch
yeah,
on real quick.
yeah,
Um, Miles gets captured by Craven, but during this, MJ's in the tunnel trying to find Pete and hopefully break him out of what's going on.
yeah,
'Cause at this
yeah,
point, he's full on like almost monster venom, roaring
yeah,
at Pete, terrifying.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. They're trying to get. Well, the thing is, he comes home, falls asleep at at the park, the Parker house, and he falls asleep. And next thing you know, Craven's men evade the house trying to get Peter. And as soon as MJ like turns to look at Peter, wake him up, he's gone. And you see him like just rampaging through everything. Not really talking or doing any quips and all that.
mhm.
And later you come across him, and just like, yeah, Peter, hey, you okay? You doing? You're fine. And he's roaring and all that. And oh my god, that part's so dang scary. Oh my god. Yeah, you can explain that. MJ calls
yeah,
Miles,
you're
says, Miles, get over here. You got to help Peter immediately.
yeah, yeah, and so you go off. You're basically running through the neighborhood with MJ. It's another MJ mission. You're chasing after Peter. Um, and you get to the tunnels and you're looking for him, and he's like around there. He do jump scares and stuff like that. Um, and then some loud noises happen. I think she knocks down some poles and all the sound frequencies messing with the symbiote.
Hmm.
And he falls onto the ground and MJ like the face opens up and he can see Peter and he's asleep. And I'm just trying to
Yeah.
wake him up. And then I think she ends up waking the symbiote up. Or a symbiote like something
Yeah,
happens.
yeah.
And the mask goes on, he goes, run. Oh, like, oh my god.
You're running and he's like chasing you and all
Yeah, and
that.
you hear him
Oh my,
like roaring. I was freaking out. I was like, okay, that's like actually some like Resident Evil stuff.
oh yeah, stars. I mean,
Stars.
that's a little straight up Nemesis stuff. Then I
Um,
mean, this is before that whole scene with MJ and Harry.
yeah, was it?
Yeah, it is because remember MJ asked Peter, he's all like, "So what do you like remember from?" And remember, Miles gets kidnapped,
That's
then
true.
picked up. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
like,
but
"What
the
do you
thing
remember
with Rio,
last night?"
what I was saying with Rio, he's off the phone with her, and he goes, "Gosh," he said, "Why does everyone need my help? Why can't they do something themselves for once?" And I'm like, that's
Yeah.
such crazy line here coming from Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, especially like the one he's like saying to Harry, like, "Excuse me here," but he's all like, "I've been busting my ass out there to save you. And this is how you repay me." And I'm just like, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
I
it's
love
crazy.
it's so crazy to hear, but like Yuri Lowenthal gives such a good performance that I love hearing it. And it's like I want to hear more, because it's just like I want somebody to just make a list of like stuff he said in the comics and all that, and him just read it off in like the symbiote voice
That would be cool.
because it sounds so good. I mean, I love it.
Yeah. Um. Anyway, we're going through. Miles has been captured. Peter's gonna go look for him. He's at the this like manor place outside of town.
Yeah,
Um, and they go there. You fight Craven. As who was it? Peter
you fight Crave. Where at the
in the
well,
outside of the.
once I can't remember how he finds out Craven has like Miles. I can't remember how they find that. Oh no, remember because you play Miles while he's like kidnapped and he has to fight Mr. Negative to the death, and Miles has
That's
all that.
right. Yeah. And then Mr.
And
Negative. Yeah, he helps him kind
yeah,
of.
Miles throws him out to get him like to escape.
And then yeah,
He says, "Hey, get Spider-Man to come get me."
and that's how that happened, right? He got.
Yes, then Peter sees Mr. Negative, and they talk, and he tells him like, "Yeah, Miles is at this place,
Yeah.
this mansion,
And
or
so he
whatever."
goes he goes there. You get who fights Craven?
Peter.
Peter. Okay, you play as Peter and you fight Craven, and then you play as Miles and you have to fight Peter as symbiote. Um, which is insane. And at this point, he gets the symbiote off of him. And they trap it inside of the little container or whatever.
Yeah,
And they leave. Peter's got the thing in his back. He brings going back to Oscorp. Dr. Connors wants it um to destroy. He wants to destroy it.
yeah,
And he brings it back to Oscorp, and Dr. Connors is not there waiting for him. It's Harry, and Harry is swinging at him with this cane. He's yelling at him stuff. He cracks the symbiote container. It gets out, lands on the floor. Harry reaches down and touches it. He turns into Venom. I was right.
but I wasn't focusing on if Darren was right or not. I was focusing on the next best thing on the planet here. I mean,
I told you no. You swore up and down that Eddie Brock would be in it. It was a red herring. And I told you no. Why would they lie? And you said they do it all the time.
yeah, I ain't wrong about that. They do lie all the time in the gaming
Yeah,
world.
but when he specifically comes out and say like he's like, is it Eddie Brock? He's like, it is not Eddie Brock. Is what he said. He said this is our own take on Venom. He said, but if it's Osborn Venom or whatever, he said that remains to be seen. And it was an Osborn Venom.
Yeah, well, that's an L.
No, it's not. It was a W. Story
Well,
wise.
okay. Well, here's the thing.
If it was
Um,
Eddie Brock, it would have been some random dude and no one would have cared.
I honestly thought Eddie Brock would be in this game at some point because
You thought it would
remember
be Rio's boyfriend.
boyfriend, yeah,
That
and
it
I
was some
thought
old
that
man.
some guy with Silk with his daughter being Silk,
Yeah.
yeah,
But
which will
anyway, you get Harry becomes Venom, smacks Peter away. Norman comes in and he's like freaking out. Venom's huge, giant Tony Todd, obviously.
yeah.
Um, it was crazy hearing Tony Todd's voice come out of Peter's mouth when he had
Oh
the
yeah,
symbiote on.
yeah, kill.
Yeah,
Or, yeah.
Jill Craven. It was so cool. Tony Todd did such a good job.
Oh yeah, he did great.
Is that his first time voicing Venom?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna definitely be using him for other stuff.
yeah. That spinoff game is definitely happening. I don't know
Yeah,
how though. I mean, well, I guess we'll talk about that in a minute. But
I feel like it'll be it could be. I feel like Venom's still alive. There's symbiote everywhere,
yeah,
like in the city, like on the ground and stuff. I feel like he's still alive. They just burned away the piece of him that was like on.
but I mean, will it be Eddie though? Or sorry, will it?
It could. It might be Eddie Brock next, maybe.
Oh,
I don't know. We'll have to see. Um, but yeah, in this scene, he's got all these Oscorp guards are coming in, and then it says press square to attack, and you get to play as Venom. Oh my god.
It's so cool. It's so cool.
You just basically like wrecking shop, and then you're running trying to escape. You bust it through doors and glass and walls and stuff. It's so cool. Literally
The,
complete. It reminded me of the Hulk from the first Avengers movie.
the the nostalgia I got for because I don't know, you've never played this game, but when I was younger, I played a little game called Ultimate Spider-Man, and that game you can play Venom, play as Venom in it as like a main like one of like the main characters, right? And it just brought me back in like 2008, being 4 years old playing that game as Venom, and it was like the best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
It was great, and I think that's probably my favorite mission of the game, just because how hype it got me, and it was just really fun to play as.
Yeah, thank God they're
Um,
doing play at some point. They're gonna have that update here soon.
yeah, and I can't wait if the Venom game is gonna be like you could literally get to play as him the whole time. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and probably add more stuff to it of what you can do
Yeah,
with it.
yeah. But yeah, there's that. You get to play as Venom. Venom escapes out into the city. Norman's like, I'm working on a cure. It's the closest we've ever been. Please, he said, just stay here. Just don't hurt anybody else. And he doesn't listen. He goes out into the city. Um, I think goes to Times Square,
Yeah,
and
Reeks everywhere.
yeah, Venom and Craven
Oh,
shows up
we
there.
do. I would say we do need to mention why Craven is doing all this and trying to find an
Yeah,
equal.
he's got cancer, doesn't he?
Yes, he has cancer.
And he's dying, and he's trying to find that one final. He doesn't want to die of disease. He wants to die fighting someone worthy of
Yeah,
killing him.
worthy. Yeah, worthy of killing him.
And he literally, apparently, like if you play through all the Hunter missions, I picked this up. It was like his whole family hate. I guess they hate each other
Yeah, they do.
because
Yeah,
they all just trying to kill each
yeah, they're all trying to kill each other. Like, it was some people were all like,
other.
like one of his,
Chameleon's really the only one that didn't.
yeah, like so you have,
Well, he
yeah,
did actually. He tried to
he has,
poison him
so he has a wife and what, two sons
and a daughter.
and a daughter. Okay, I don't remember I don't remember what he said to the daughter because I
The
know like
daughter's
one of
name was Anna, and she was like the one that she took out the brothers and the
she
mom.
took them out.
She took out all the brothers and the mom.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then she was saying that she could be the equal, but
I,
didn't happen.
I know one of the brothers was all like, he was like very like afraid and all that. He's like, who's going to protect me? You're not here now. And Craven's all like, oh, so well, oh well.
Yeah, what a
he
great
didn't go.
dad.
He didn't care. And his like wife was
Craven is
all like,
awesome in this game. He
Craven,
quickly made him one of my favorite Spider-Man villains.
yeah, he he's so. I mean,
Well,
oh,
Scorpion was my favorite. At least in this universe, he was not like full on,
yeah,
but then they killed him.
yeah. Mysterio is still my favorite Spider-Man villain. I'll get more into him here in a minute. How they do him in
Yeah.
this game.
Anyway, we get Craven versus Venom. You fight Craven as Venom. Uh, Venom wins, and he bites Craven's head off.
Yeah, it's a very like
Uh,
cool way he goes out. He's like he gets on his knees and he's all like, thank you. And then
yeah,
Venom grabs him and just eats his head off.
yeah. And then he runs off. Um, and then basically the whole city is he finds the rock from I guess that's from wherever planet the symbiotes are
Yeah,
from.
I can't remember the name of the planet. I wish I could remember.
Yeah. He finds the rock. It's got null symbol on it. He basically whole city. I'm gonna skip a lot of stuff here. The whole city gets taken over by symbiote stuff. It's insane. There's symbiote monsters everywhere. Um, you go and you're trying to shut all this stuff down and save people. And you go to oh gosh, I can't remember. Okay, yeah, you go to the school, right, with Peter.
What?
Because you think that's because he thinks that's where Harry would be.
Yeah,
And you fight. You have a huge fight. School's destroyed in the end game. You can go to it. And it's like in rubble.
yeah.
Or at least the gym area
Oh,
is.
oh. Here, let me actually here. I'm playing the game right now. Here, let me go there.
Yeah,
Downtown.
the whole gym. Basically half the school's gone. It's like in rubble.
Yeah, yeah. Here, I'm gonna go there now.
Yeah. And you have that. You had a huge fight between Spider-Man and Venom. Venom sprouts the freaking wings. I did not expect that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. I know I've seen him do it before in the comics, but
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
expecting him doing that here though.
I think that was in the King in Black, the Noel story.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, well, I
Which
say kind of forget to mention that MJ.
Oh yeah, MJ Venom gives her part of the symbiote, and she turns into Scream, and you fight her,
Yeah,
and then she
I
breaks free.
yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting that. Oh my God, yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the school right now. Yeah, it is just destroyed.
Yeah. Um, but there's that. Anyway, and he spreads the wings, and you fly off. He flies to. I think I'm skipping a little bit because they did go and steal the rock. That they
Yeah,
needed from Venom, and they're gonna go put it in the particle accelerator. And every time I think of a particle accelerator, I just think of the Flash. That's what that show's done to me. But they're putting it in there and see if they can destroy it by cranking it up all the way to the highest like setting and go to.
yeah,
And they're doing that. Venom and Peter and Miles. Well, Peter got hurt. Peter's
yeah,
got this
yeah,
cool white symbiote now. It's like
yeah.
anti-venom,
Yeah, anti venom suit.
which is cool. I did get that was another prediction I got right because I told you in GameStop I was like I guarantee they're gonna do like I wonder if they're gonna have like anti-venom suit or something like that.
Mhm. Oh
And
yeah.
they did. I win. W.
I never was against it. I think I even said like, yeah, I could see that happening.
You told me no.
I, oh no, oh, I did tell you no
Yeah.
because
You said that's
I
not gonna.
thought I said it's not gonna happen because I thought you meant like he turned into anti venom at the end. That's what I thought you meant. Okay, so well, of course, I mean, you would have predicted that perfectly because you saw the dang suits.
I
So
didn't
that's
see
not
that suit.
prediction.
That was a story suit. I didn't see that one.
What do you mean you didn't see it? You said you
Plus,
saw
I
the.
didn't. And plus, I didn't know that's what that was. I thought anti venom actually was like I knew of anti venom suit and I know of Agent Venom, but for some reason I thought they were the same suit. But still, I was right.
No, you're wrong because you thought it was gonna be an Agent Venom suit. I guess you're kind of right that Harry wore an Agent Venom suit, but I ain't gonna count it.
Anyway, um, they take down Venom and they burn the symbiote off of Harry. So Venom's quote unquote dead, maybe.
Yeah, gone as far as we know.
Yeah. They destroy the rock, I think. Uh, and then I'm trying to remember. Harry is alive, but not. It's like most of his brain is like the only active part, but his body's like shut down, not.
Yeah,
Um,
which
Norman
is
gets there.
yeah. Sorry, explain this part.
Yeah. Norman gets there and gets mad. He was like, "I told you, what did you done? What have you done?" Because he told Spider-Man to save his boy, even though he did, but he's mad.
They just don't kill him.
Yeah, and we did that, and
I guess
the
he's
thanks we
practically.
get, right?
I mean, I guess he's practically dead because he's like not responsive at all. I mean,
Yeah.
I
And
guess
you kind of feel bad for Norman because he's lost like everything.
yeah, he's
He's
lost his
also not a good
wife.
person.
Is it he didn't get mayor right, or he lost his thing to mayor?
Yeah. So yeah, I think so. And
Okay.
then anyway, that happens. They go off. We get Peter at his house with MJ. He tells now this is kind of the end of the game, and I'm kind of skipping around. He tells Miles that he's just gonna be Peter Parker for a while, and that Miles said he's got this. And you have a little happy moment there, where Miles sending off the baby out of the nest type thing.
Yeah,
Um,
just throwing a baby off a nest. I
well,
guess. Yeah,
that's what
I know.
birds
I
do.
know. Yeah,
Um, we also have Norman in his office. I think this is where MJ and Peter were right before this, and they were watching Harry. And Norman is mad. He's took Harry's new cane that he got him, had a bow on it and everything, smashing the windows and stuff. MJ
yeah.
and Peter leave, and then Norman gets on the phone and says, "Bring me the G serum now." So G serum.
The good guy serum.
Yep, the Green Goblins.
Sir, why did you name that again? The Goblin Serum? What? What are you talking about, Norman?
But he gets that, so I'm guessing he's gonna be Green Goblin, obviously.
Oh yeah,
And then that was the full story of the game, basically. like main story. I know we cut through some stuff, but I mean, it was a lot to get through.
Yeah.
Um, Post credit scene number one. Norman walking through the raft. Stops at a cell. It's Otto. Otto's writing in a book. He tells him. He said you said you knew the names of the Spider-Men, which he doesn't. He only knows the name of one of the Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know if that was just like a writing issue or just I
Unless
don't
he
know.
figured out, I don't know.
I don't know. And he was writing and he said, why? And he says he's ruined my son. And and Otto says good. He says we all have to experience loss. And Norman's like, what are you writing? And he says the final chapter, and he smiles, and that was the end of the scene. So I'm guessing we might be getting an Otto and Norman team up next game, and it's gonna be like this huge epic Green Goblin and Doc Ock versus Spider-Man. Can you imagine that?
That'd be dope.
Um,
I, I love it.
and we'll have Chameleon in there. We'll have all these people just trying to like end Spider-Man.
Mm.
We might have a new Sinister Six, honestly.
I know have yeah, I mean who would be in it? So I guess Doc Ock, Goblin,
Chameleon,
Chameleon,
Carnage,
Carnage.
maybe.
There's four.
Um, gosh, hmm. I don't know who else the other ones would be.
Trying to think here. Trying to think if it hits towards. Well, I guess maybe. I mean, if Rhino's still around, add him.
Yeah,
So five. Some big wheel. There you go.
yeah.
There,
There we go.
there's,
Yeah.
there's the.
What about Hydro Man?
I want Hydra, man. I don't know why we can't have them.
Anyway, that is in the second post credit scene is Haley, Miles' girlfriend, and comes to their
Wait, hold on. What was the first one? Oh, first one is that. No, sorry. So never mind.
the
For
second
some
one.
reason, I had the G serum and the final chapter was like at the end. It wasn't like the first credit scene. So
No.
okay, I remember.
Anyway, at the apartment, Haley's there. Miles shows her his room. You see the scarf that she gave him in Miles Morales stuff, and then Rio looks getting all dressed up nice, and she opens the door to her boyfriend, which is this old man. And he introduces himself and he said, "This is my daughter Cindy," and as this black haired girl waves into the scene. I was confused. I didn't look it up until Landon called me, and so I then looked it up.
Yeah,
But
I had to look it up myself because I like completely forgot.
yeah,
um, Now I got a question. Is that older guy freaking Chameleon? Because you remember how Chameleon looked at like the end of it at the or at the end of his side mission.
it was he looked like a dude with black hair.
Yeah, but I thought he looked like the guy Rio was dating.
No, that guy was a lot older and had gray hair,
Oh, he had gray hair. Okay,
and
I
he
couldn't.
was kind of overweight looking.
Oh, okay, I couldn't remember.
Chameleon was a younger looking guy.
He was younger. Okay, I thought he looked like the same guy. I was like, oh, crap, is Rio dating a chameleon?
You know,
Yeah. Um,
I mean, he could be. I mean, freaking Miles could be
I
a chameleon for all we know.
Miles been the chameleon the entire time. Oh god. Um,
But yeah, that was that's the whole game. And
so
we'll
I
touch
would
on a
say,
couple side missions in a minute. Um,
well, I was going to mention this second. So they're hinting at Silk, or at least I don't know, a piece of her. So you think, I mean, you think we're going to play as three Spider people in the next game?
maybe we played as three technically in this one if you want to count Venom.
Yeah,
Then again, I don't know if we'll. I have a feeling we might not play. I don't know whatever game they're making in the Spider-Man universe next. We're not gonna be playing as Peter.
yeah. It's either gonna be like a Miles Morales 2 or
I think in Spider-Man 3, we're not even gonna play as Peter until like later on in the game. Like he's gonna come back. He's gonna have a Spider-Man. What's
uh
the Spider-Man 2? Is that the
which
scene where he
one?
like pulls up the trunk? Well, I can't remember which Spider-Man Raimi movie it was where he opens the trunk and the spider suit. He looks at it. Is it Spider-Man
Oh,
2?
that's three.
3. Okay. Well, I feel like it's gonna have a scene like
He
that.
does stop being Spider Man for a minute in two, but when he pulls like the suit, that's like in three.
Yeah, I feel like we have a scene like that in Spider-Man 3, and then we get to play as Peter after so long.
Yeah, that would be cool. Like, no, it needs to be like in
And
I
he
don't know.
die, and then Peter dies because
Well,
yeah,
no, well, no, I don't want that. I don't
someone
want that.
big has to die in the third game. The third game seems like it's going to be the final game.
Anyone but Peter. How about that? Because I like Peter. I like your
Miles.
own. So you know what? If they do that, where you won't play as Peter till later, and his like skill tree ain't really that big, then I'm gonna know like this guy's gonna die.
Yeah.
Um, and it's and I mean that's gonna tell me too. Because you think about it, yeah, oh, yeah. Because I actually like that idea. He doesn't come until like maybe when it like hits the fan a bit, like he.
Yeah, Miles is off doing his own thing, being Spider-Man for the city. Silk is there. He could team up with Silk. And then he's like all stressed out. He's like, man. So it would
Oh,
be Miles.
especially if we make it like if like MJ's like pregnant or something, or like or they
Yeah.
have just had like a kid. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like Peter's gonna be like, well, he's gonna have him call Miles, but hey, man, do you need my help or something? And Miles, Miles, not that Miles will still feel like he can handle it himself. He's like, no, man, I got it. You and MJ enjoy,
So we'd have
go ahead, man.
Doc Ock and Goblin.
Yeah, and
Um,
I guess he maybe pull the whole thing because I mean, Doc Ock's gonna have a thing with Peter. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, Goblin will have a thing for Miles. Will have a thing for Miles, but I wonder what Doc Ock's stance. I mean, unless he's just like full on just evil now, then
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I really think it's going to be like Miles is trying his best to handle all this. He's like, I need to call someone. And then we get the scene, and we get Peter talking on the phone, and he goes and pulls out a trunk or under his bed or something. You hear the bum 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 bum, and he like
oh
pulls out the suit,
yeah,
and then you get like a cool little suit up. Like
they'll see that thing. Yeah, swings in. Yeah,
I feel like
I
it's
mean,
gonna be
have
like
him
that.
constantly check on Miles. That way, he's just like, what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
I feel like Peter would still check up on, even though he knows Miles can handle it. He'd just be like, hey man, you good? Hey, I just
yeah,
wanted to check on you.
yeah. Um, yeah. Let's talk about some side missions real quick, and some of the new bigger stuff in the game. Then we can rate it and head on out.
Sounds good.
Um,
What's
we
the
have eight.
first side missions you want?
We have 8 minutes left, so I don't want to get like too.
Okay. Um, I mean, which one do you
Give,
want? We'll start with the ones that most impacted us. We weren't going to talk about every side mission, just the ones that say that
I gotta
impacted
be
us.
one that like felt like a gunshot to my gut
Oh, well,
was the Howard mission.
the one you kept avoiding. I was like, you need to play this one.
Yeah, I
And
didn't. I'm notoriously not like the Howard missions in the Spider-Man games because I don't like chasing down this dude's pigeons because he just
oh,
needs to.
I loved it because he had like a good story to tell and all that. His wife passed away, but he connected with the pigeons and all that. But they just said fun way, and plus it was fun, like swinging around and catching them.
No, it
So
wasn't.
I don't know what you're complaining. Yeah, it was. You just swung around and caught one.
And
You
with
caught one.
this one, he's sitting down. You get to look off the harbor with him and talk to him and stuff. And he kind of makes it sound like he's um
He's going on an
getting ready to
adventure.
die. Yeah,
Yeah,
because I was assuming he was talking about maybe he's dying or something. And
yeah,
then he says he wants us to take the birds up somewhere, so we get to bring the birds. He had a cool little jazz song playing in the background too. We do it.
yeah. It's
Um,
the here. I know the song because I love that song. But I
cool.
found it out through the game. It's called
Um,
Skulls by. Sorry, no. It's called Seabird by the Alissi brothers. If anybody's interested.
gotcha. But anyway, take him to a little spot near where Peter and Harry used to hang out, and you come
Yeah,
back to you're on the phone with Harold or is it Harold? Wait,
Howard.
Howard. I called him Harold. I don't know.
Harold.
Howard, and he's not responding, and so you get there and there's an ambulance, and
Yeah,
apparently,
you're on a call with him, and he just like stops talking all of a sudden,
oh yeah, that's right.
and you think it's just like a bad connection or something like that,
Yeah.
but then yeah, come back as
Um,
an ambulance there.
there's an ambulance, and they said at least he looked peaceful, and Peter's like, well, at least he's not having an adventure with his wife now. He died, and I was like, "Oh man!" I was like, "That's really sad." But then a part of me also was like, "Yes, I don't have to chase the pigeons anymore."
He's so awful. I like felt it. I was like, no, oh my god, like I hated it because I'm just dumb, I guess, because I didn't get the hint at all that he was dying. I thought he was going to do kind of like an up type thing. Not like fly with a bunch of balloons, but like his wife and him always talk about going on an adventure or something. I thought that's what he was about to do. Go say it because he points out to a boat and all that, tells his whole life stories. Like, yeah, I'm about to go on an adventure myself. And I thought he was about to just go off where him and his wife said he always wanted to go to, but he had to let go of his birds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what I thought was about to happen. But then as soon as he died, I was like, oh, he's talking about that. And
yeah.
that hit, I was like, oh my god.
And there's that mission. You get the Mysteriums around the map, with Mysterio and all that stuff. If you're not really, it was just kind of like
Yeah, I got
left
a big.
want to be desired toward. We gotta make this quick because we have 5 minutes in the meeting, and I don't feel like.
What the? Fine, fine. I'll just say under a minute. So my complaint is because I love Mysterio. Mysterio is my favorite villain of all time, and I wanted his stuff to be like the Riddler challenges and the Arkham series, right?
Yeah.
We kind of got that, but with the traversal being so good in this game, I wanted a variety of combat, traversal, and some stealth as well. But we only got the combat ones. Now the worlds are cool in the the not the objectives, but the stuff that happens, like the clock reaches 12, a laser will shoot out at you and all that. It's cool. And the final boss, I know you said you didn't care for it, Darian, but I liked it. You're inside the
I said I
globe.
liked it. I said is left more to be desired.
What would you want more from it?
More trippy stuff, more stuff that's like messing with your mind
Yeah, I don't know.
instead of
I
just
enjoyed.
like the
I got to
endless
flip
hallway.
it upside down. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, and then there's that mission. There's the chameleon thing, which we kind of touched on. Um, there's there's just a lot. It's little side stuff, doing stuff in the neighborhood, things like that. And then Carnage, which we also talked about a little
Yeah,
bit. Which he's not at Carnage yet, but he
yeah.
will be.
Um,
Uh,
I know
and
you said you
then
didn't. Well, so I was gonna mention the Finding Grandpa mission, which I really love. That kind of got tug at my heartstrings. And it's
it's
because
literally like the same as the Howard mission.
yeah, but it's different.
It's the
Well,
exact same storyline.
it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm giddy for like guys talking about like their life and
You
all
got a
that.
thing for old men talking about their dead wives.
I just got to thank for old men. It's just, that's
Anyway, we got 3 minutes. We could touch on. Well, I guess we don't really have time. I don't feel like
well,
going through
things I got
another meeting.
to say now, crap, because I got to talk about like the end game and all that stuff I don't like.
I guess we got to do another freaking meeting. Another
It's
tangent.
okay. It's hush. It's okay.
Not okay. You start the meeting this time.
Well, I can't. You have to, because
I don't have to.
you're gonna have the recording.
You could do that and then send it to me.
Yeah, but that's too much. That's too much.
Exactly.
Starting a Zoom meeting is not that hard for you. Calm down.
It is when it's 1 in the morning and I just want to sit back and play some Gotham Knights.
Ugh, that's a terrible life. Sorry. Ugh. I wish I was.
Okay. All right. Well, here we're gonna end this and we'll come back and give our final thoughts on everything. And talk about some issues we've had and stuff like that. Um, yeah. All right. Be right back. All right. Traversal stuff, and then we'll get on to things we liked and didn't like.
Yes. I mean, traversal's fantastic. Pretty much everything the previous two games had, but multiply that by a bunch because it's
But also web wings.
yeah, web wings are a big. I loved them. I didn't use them a lot at first because I was like, I just want a web swing. That's all I want to do. But then like I don't know. I remember when I called you and you're like, yeah, I've been using them every chance I've gotten. And I was just like, here, let me like really use these. And I've been using them and now I use them like crazy. Any chance I
Yeah.
get. Now.
Yeah. I'm currently playing Marvel Spider-Man 2.
Oh, what happened to Gotham Knights?
I wanted to play Spider-Man because we're talking about Spider-Man, but I will be beating Gotham Knights.
Oh god, that trash game.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey, I just decided to go from a trash game to another slightly less trash game.
Are you saying Marvel Storms is a less trash game? What do you
Yeah.
keep forgetting? Let's see here.
Um. So, yeah. So, okay. So the web wings are great. I'm using them right now. and they make you go faster than web swinging if you can hit the right momentum. Sometimes they're a little bit slower.
Yeah.
But there are little slipstream type things around the map, like little air conditioner booster things that'll send you shooting up into the sky, and then um, there are wind tunnels you can use as well. Those make you
Mhm.
then they're strategically placed around to help you get from one place to another. Um, which is pretty cool. So that's that, and the fast travel is near instant. I'm talking like 1 second. And wherever your little white circle marker is on the map, that's and you hold triangle when it's there, that's where you fast travel
Oh
to,
yeah,
that exact point.
instantly. Yeah,
So
and you have
like
like
if
cool
you
animations of
yeah,
and also
yeah,
the switching of characters is instant as well.
yeah, I think it's a little bit slower than the fast travel.
I'm not too sure. I just know both are fast enough where you can't even notice.
Yeah. And it's yeah, so that is that. Um what else? Um I don't have anything. We talk about cons, something issues we had with the game.
Um, I mean, you want to go
This
first if
Snoop
you're
Dogg?
what?
I was on I web zipped onto this person's speedboat on the river and I'm just like riding with them. And the guy on the passenger seat looks just like Snoop Dogg.
Huh? Take a screenshot and send that to me on PlayStation. I'll look at that later.
All right. Um but yeah. Um let's talk about pros and cons.
Yeah. Here. Do you want to go first or?
I'll let you because all my stuff basically mostly what you have.
Okay. So one of the okay, I think a big complaint I have is with the in-game content stuff. Um, so in the previous two games, you were able to change the time of day because there is no what do you call it? Time cycle. What's it called? Can't remember the
Day
term.
I mean day night cycle.
Yeah, day and night cycle in this game. So it ain't gonna turn night at random or or like through overtime and all that. So I figured, okay, we're gonna be able to change the day at some point, like you can in the previous two games. You
Yeah.
can't do that here, nor change the weather or anything like that. So I don't know. I just think it's like why take that out if it was in like the previous two games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
There's also some issues with that came up one time in the story mode, which was after I beat the final Mysterio side mission and he kind of disappears or whatever and you're sitting on top of the Mysterium.
yeah.
It was nighttime when that happened in the mission and then immediately switched to like bright and early daytime. So that's
Oh
another thing.
yeah,
If there's
yeah,
a day night cycle that wouldn't have happened.
yeah. And I mean, and look, I mean, I'm even okay with it not having a day and night cycle, but Lord, let me at least pick the time, pick the time of day I want because maybe I want to do where the symbiote and like go out through at nighttime or something. You know what I'm saying? Kind of recreating scenes of of movies in my head, like with Spider-Man 3 and all that, right? I just
Yeah.
think that's like a really like lame thing. I don't understand why they didn't add that in here.
But this is all also
Um,
stuff that they can add in an update.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Luckily, all the issues I have they could definitely fix, so that's good news. Which leads me to my next one is in the game when you get the anti venom suit and it changes all your symbiote powers to like white to match the suit, which makes sense, which I like. But then after you beat the game, you get all the symbiote suits and everything. You can't you can't switch it back to the black. So if you're wearing like the black symbiote suit, you can't. You're having white symbiote tendrils come out of you, and it looks weird, you know. And I
Yeah.
don't I don't like that.
Oh, I just
you
realized I
know.
haven't bought all the styles for these suits.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Good thing that wasn't a trophy.
Yeah. Try, Trying to like figure that out the whole time.
Yeah.
But now, so I don't know. I think it's like really lame. Like, why didn't they add like a color option? I'm like, I was thinking get rid of the white, but at least give me the option
I'm
to
kind of upset that
switch.
they didn't put the Spirit Spider out suit in this game.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because that leads into my next minor complaint. I think there's a couple of questionable, not suit choices, but missing ones from the previous game.
Yeah,
Um,
I just still do think that all the suits in this game are great.
all the suit, yeah. Don't get me wrong, every suit in here is great. I say the only bad ones. I mean, I could say the most controversial ones are the DLC suits, but the ones that are in the base game, I'd say the worst one is probably man, I don't know because it's not really a bad. I'd say probably for Peter, it's probably the new blue suit, and for
Mhm.
Miles, probably the
Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm looking through the suits right now. I never noticed the Dark Ages suit for Miles. It's like his symbiote suit. Have you
Dark
seen it?
Ages. Sorry,
It's
I'm looking for it right now.
beside the Wolverine one. It's
Oh
kind of
yeah,
sick.
yeah. What did you not notice about it?
I know. I was just saying like it's awesome.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't notice something about it. I was like, okay, what?
No.
The Absolute Carnage one and the
Oh.
Knoll suit is awesome on Miles.
Oh yeah, the King in Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of wish the King in Black one had the cape.
I'm trying to find the one for Miles that's just not good. Anyway, or I see probably maybe like the life story one, but
Mysterio
what?
one looks a little corny.
Yeah, I wish I had like a cape with it.
City Sound suit's kind of cool. The one where you get it's like the old timey looking.
Oh yeah, I love that one. I wore that one a bunch. Um, but back to what I was saying, it's just questionable ones. Like, so I'm glad. I thought it was great for Miles how they have not one but three across three Into the Spider Verse series suits, with
Mhm.
being the first movie suit across the Spider Verse and the one he gets at like the Halloween store.
Yeah.
But I think it's very strange for Peter to only have the Into the Spider Verse noir suit, but like not the base Peter Parker suit. Like, isn't that weird?
A little bit.
Here, but it was in the previous game.
So I mean, yeah,
So,
I don't know. I guess it was
but
because they didn't want to have too many suits, like that many. We had a lot, but they didn't want to have like too many, and so they kind of like wanted to add new stuff, but also didn't want to have like every suit from the other games to be in this because everyone's like, I already had the suit. There should be a new suit instead.
mhm.
I think it's stuff
Well,
like that.
things they get. Well, good news is, I mean, they got rid of a bunch of ones that were just like okay.
I still
You know
think
what
the
I'm
Into the
saying?
Spider Verse noir suit's pretty cool.
Oh no, no, yeah, and I love the suit. In
I gotta be
fact,
honest, I don't like it. I don't like using the animation style though with that suit, even though it's from
mhm,
like the movie with the like choppy like hand drawn
yeah,
looking animation. I kind of
yeah,
think it's better without that.
yeah. Are you able to turn that off?
Yeah, in the settings.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, so I knew you could turn off like the PAL and all that. I didn't know you turn off like the choppiness of it.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad they kept that in there for like if someone really wanted to do the movies and all that. But yeah, I really don't. I don't know. I think it's kind of questionable of like how come not have like the regular Spider-Man suit in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Miguel's suit for that matter, if they wanted to do that.
Oh, man, the Secret Wars Civil War suit's pretty cool.
The Secret Wars suit.
The Secret Wars Civil War suit, the one that has the wings that pop out, Falcon wings.
Oh yes, yes, that's a good one.
That's really cool. I've never used it until just now. I'm using it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the suits are great, but
Yeah.
I'm really talking about the Into the Spider-Verse classic Spider-Man suit because I
Yeah.
think that would have been great in
I
here.
gotcha.
So hopefully they'll hopefully inside because they've done it before. They added new a couple new suits and like updates and all that.
Yeah.
So
Is it
hopefully
fair
they'll do that.
to say that okay, this is like a intro into another question about to say. Is it fair to say that the using the web wings is similar to like flying in a game? Like
No,
not like
it's more or less
well, it's like
gliding.
gliding, but it's also like not like gliding at the same time.
It's fast enough where it's not like gliding, but it's not like you're not constantly in the same level, same air
Yeah,
level the whole time.
yeah. So I
I,
mean, with this in mind, tell me why it's apparently quote unquote impossible for a studio to make a Superman game. Because it literally, if
I
you can do something like this, it doesn't even have to be that fast.
yeah. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, if they were able to do a Superman game back on the PS2 with Superman Returns, and it like the flying speed felt pretty decent in that and all that. Like
Yeah,
yeah, sure the graphics weren't that crazy, but you know what
yeah.
I'm saying?
I would love to see a Superman game with like the PS5's SSD.
Oh, dude. I mean, oh yeah. I mean, literally. I mean, you're
Let
doing
Insomniac
the
make. Insomniac can be the Marvel and the DC company for.
yeah. Screw it. Why not? Like, what was the like? You remember the missions where you like chase the birds and all that, and you're like flying around the city and all that through their wind
Yes, I know.
tunnels?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Howard.
Oh no, no, no.
Yeah, I
I'm
was gonna
talking
say
about
yes, I know those missions.
yes, I know. No, yeah, I'm talking about yeah, like the Craven birds.
Yeah, those
Yeah,
were a
like
little difficult sometimes.
yeah, yeah. I mean, well, you had to like stay in like the jet stream. Like, imagine that. I mean, remember how you like flying around through the city? Like, yeah, like imagine that with Superman. I
That'd be
mean,
so cool.
let's get a dang Superman game. It's not impossible. Like, quit with that lie.
Yeah,
Like first there's like a
it's
flying
more possible
mechanic.
than ever right now.
Yeah, especially with like the technology. The thing is, they
Unreal
keep
Engine 5
well,
stuff.
they keep saying like, oh well, first it was the his speed and all that. We're just not going to be able to do that with technology. It's like okay, I kind
Well,
of get that,
no, I mean,
but
don't. It doesn't
but
need to be like super fast. Granted, he is, but he doesn't need to.
yeah, he's faster than the speed of light. Sometimes, but like
I
yeah,
mean,
you're
technically, if Spider-Man is like as strong as he's supposed to be, where he could possibly even like be competition against Captain America, it wouldn't take more than 3 hits to take out a mugger on the street.
yeah
So I
yeah.
mean,
I
it's
mean
going to be unrealistic to what it should
yeah,
be.
and but then they came up with the excuse of well what about the he's like just invincible and all that. And people thought this was a dumb idea, but I actually like it. In the Superman Returns game, you don't have a health bar. The city does. Metropolis
Huh.
does. So if like, you're, kind of being careless and all that, like just wreaking havoc through the city and all that, the city like ends up getting destroyed and all that.
It's cool. I
Or if
think it
you
really should be like if they're going to do a Superman game, they need to give him a health bar, and it needs to be that like somehow these people have been provided kryptonite weapons,
yeah, yeah, by
like
Lex.
courtesy of Lex Luthor. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I feel like that's how you make them lose health. Otherwise, he's invincible.
yeah. Or maybe something's blocking out the sun in a way where he still has his powers, but
Yeah.
he's able to get hurt, like or something, man. Because there's so many
It's
ways
just
you can
it's
get
so
around.
possible. It's such a and plus Superman game would be like will probably become one of the best superhero games.
Yeah, the best selling. Yeah, I know. I just have like imagine all like the cool suits in there and all that. Like you get the Man
Yeah.
of Steel, Superman Returns, the Christopher Reeve suit. I
I
mean,
mean, by that point, the Superman Legacy suit,
yeah, Superman Legacy, having some comic book suits like the first ever Superman comic one, the
long hair, mullet
yeah,
Superman.
yeah, Mullet Superman, Kingdom Come.
Oh my gosh, there'd be
Uh,
so much they could do.
yeah,
Injustice too, probably.
yeah, the silver like space pod one. Yeah, like why not? Bizarro, have a Bizarro outfit when you do like 100%.
Man.
Yeah, like yeah, that's it. We're gonna make a Superman game ourselves.
And yeah, and the honestly the best company to make one. I know we're supposed to be talking about Spider-Man, but we're on a tangent. The best company to make one is mostly. I mean, I feel like it's Insomniac, but that's just
So
right now.
we'll,
I'm
we'll see
th-
with Wolverine. We'll see with
they're good
Wolverine,
with open world like cities.
especially making a city feel alive. Like
Yeah.
this was a point I wanted to bring up, but the city of New York feels more alive than ever in this game. We keep saying that with each new entry, but it keep just making it more and more like realistic. Like it just the
I couldn't
cars and people
imagine
are
what
just
it
like
was, what it would be like on performance mode when you don't have all of the, they have less pedestrians.
yeah. Me and you were both playing this game on the Fidelity VRR smooth, right?
Yeah,
At least that's what I was playing on. I think I was telling you what I was going to do.
yeah,
But
that's what
yeah,
I
like
meant.
the cars are like perfect. The amount of people feels just about right. Like cars are
Yeah,
always in traffic, but it's like a good amount of traffic where it's not like insane. Like it's just nice looking.
yeah. But back to Spider-Man though.
Yes.
Yeah, I have only another my biggest complaint really. It's I mean some bugs, but I mean that can be fixed.
Yeah, I've had
But
a couple crash issues recently. I experienced them a lot when I was doing my story playthrough, but like afterwards, just playing more and more of the game, I think I've had 5 crashes in total
yeah,
with
I've had about
playing.
4.
And
Um,
I put 36 hours into the game.
I've only put 20. I've put 26. You played 10 hours longer than me somehow.
Yes, I don't know how, but I did.
Um, but yeah, my biggest complaint, and this is, I don't know if that's something they could add in. It probably could be. I want to ride all the Coney Island rides. So that's a roller coaster because it's destroyed.
Yeah. So I do want to point out you are able to ride them in this one
In one
Coney,
one mission.
but you're wanting to ride and like play the
Yeah.
games like
I want to go to like I just want to travel Coney Island and just ride a ride.
yeah.
Like I want to ride the freaking Ferris wheel.
Hmm.
And then
Um,
like I don't know, I feel like that's nothing. I'm kind of like reminding me like Bully a little bit, that game by Rockstar, where like you had the missions where you could go to like the little fair that they had there,
yeah,
and you ride the rides. But then after at any point you wanted, go in there, pay the ticket price, which I mean you wouldn't have money in this, so it would be just
yeah.
free. But
Summer
you
has like a
just
free ticket.
yeah,
Yeah.
and you just go in there and ride whatever rides you want if you're bored.
Yeah, no, I agree. We were also talking about this before we were texting each other. This we wish there was more side stuff to do.
Yeah, the end game feels a little. All you really have to do is stop crimes, and that's what it's been in the other ones. And I just really think there should be
Stop
more.
crimes, doing the well, yeah, after you beat all the side missions and all you gotta do left is just stop crimes.
Yeah, and it's all hunters too, which is kind of
It's
annoying.
all hunters or the symbiotes. That's kind of
Yeah,
it.
and the symbiotes I
Now,
hate fighting.
yeah, now the other game, first game, it's just like thugs, right? I know you had
Yeah,
like I know you had like the Sable agents once in a while, but that
and
was kind of
and then Miles, it was Roxxon, it was
the
Underground, and then it was some thugs and some raft escapees.
yeah, and so it's 4 groups, and I don't know why they won't do this, but I've been begging since the first game of when they do the sequel, we need to have it where a villain, like a random villain, escapes, and you have to like fight them, and you can have like a little boss battle or like a little mini boss battle or something, you know?
Yeah,
Like, cause like why not add that? You know what I'm saying? Like, like granted, I know a couple of not like, but have like one where like you know Rhino's escaped and he's charged their city. So you have to like go chase him, catch him, and then you knock him down. Then you'll have like a little fight real quick.
yeah,
You know, like why not add that?
yeah.
And
I get that. I think we didn't touch on this, which we can real quick. The references to the overall world of
yes,
Marvel. I think in this game there are a significant number more than there were in the other games.
there are. No, I
Um,
do agree.
and like we even one where it becomes like a huge, like an actual point of a mission. We didn't talk about that in the review fully, like when we go into the story. There's a mission where you go with Black Cat, and you're trying to get her, because she's being hunted
Trying to
by
get to Paris.
Craven. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get to Paris to help out her girlfriend, right?
Yeah, and she's being hunted by Craven as well. And so you literally go find her. She is in Sanctum Sanctorum with some device that can open portals. It's like literally Doctor Strange portals. And
Yeah,
there's like cool Doctor Strange music playing too. It was awesome. And like you go through the whole thing, flying through portals, and you literally go to Antarctica at one point.
yeah,
Um,
that was cool.
yeah, literally imagine them doing a Doctor Strange game. That's fun.
Oh, yeah, no, I love them to do one.
And I feel like they're definitely setting something up. Like I think Marvel and Sony have given Sony's like, you know what? Everything you're putting out's a hit. Make whatever you want.
I know practically, and Lord knows, I mean, 2 years from now, I mean, literally, where's that Venom game at? And
Yeah,
then 3 years after that, we'll have Marvel Spider-Man 3 or something like that.
exactly. And I
Or
think Marvel notices how profitable these are, and so they're like, okay, like I
well,
mean,
I mean,
whatever you
like,
want.
okay, well, I mean, just think about this for a minute here. I'm
Because
about to blink out
also we know that Disney said they want to get into be a
gaming
gaming.
some more.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want Insomnia to become like the Marvel guys, like the Marvel gaming group or anything like
I
that. I
mean,
want,
if they're gonna be this good each time, I do.
well, I mean, well, don't get me wrong, I like that's like my dream, but like I still want like the creative freedom, of what Hey, if
Yeah,
y'all want to
I
make
mean, they
another
can still
Ratchet
make
Clank,
like
or
yeah. But like they be the ones to be like, all right, if we want a Marvel game coming to PlayStation, these are the guys making it.
Yeah, these guys are making it. Yeah, no, I agree. I what was I gonna say? Like, because think about their catalog here for a minute here. Like, just because because me and you are both assuming Spider-Man 3 would come out in 2028, right?
Yeah.
5 years from now, assuming it's the same time.
Yeah. And then we'll have a
Next,
Wolverine is going to be like its own separate thing, and maybe it's the Venom spinoff in like a couple years from now.
yeah. When's I know Wolverine doesn't have a date, but like the
I'm
word,
assuming the end of next year because they've been
yeah,
working on
that's
that the same amount of time they've been working on this. I think I want to
yeah.
say,
I'm assuming all the people who got done with this game, they're going to probably back up the team in North Carolina to get Wolverine Garrett out the door.
yeah.
While another group is probably planning on a spin-off
God,
game.
I'd love to get a job.
Like, well, the thing is, imagine, like, think about this for a minute. So next year's Wolverine, so that's a year, and then the year after that, a spin-off game.
Yeah.
So you're telling me like Insomniac's coming out with 3 games and within 3 years, and
I mean,
you have one
they've done that already, right? They had Ratchet in what 2021? It's a 2020.
in
Yeah,
2021, and they had
Spider-Man in 2021.
No, Miles came out in 2020.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, that's in
It's
that,
like
and
it's like
then what other game did they put out?
well, that was it. So if you want to include the Spider-Man remaster, I ain't gonna really count that
Yeah.
because I
But then it's also only a 2 year gap in between the first Spider-Man game and Miles.
yeah,
So they've pretty much been pumping out games.
yeah, they've been pumping out
Like,
games like crazy.
and they've all been peaked, so which is like
Yeah,
insane.
yeah. Apparently they worked on like the PS Now streaming thing. So if you want to include that for 2022, I guess if you want to count that as part of their catalog,
Yeah.
apparently they helped like work on it, make sure it was running right.
And
Um,
so I don't know. I am back to the thing though. The Doctor Strange mission. Um, you get a Miles gets the little wand, or wand of Watum is what it's called. It's apparently
yeah,
something from comics. Um, but he gets that, and then it disappears in his hand, and a note pops up, and it says, we're back from Nepal. The doctor and I, um, the doctor and I owe you one.
thank you.
Wong. Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. The doctor and I owe you one. Wong. So W. Wong, Doctor Strange. They
Hmm.
didn't name drop him, but I mean, Miles also says I heard some weird stuff going on about some weird stuff going on in this building. I'm like, come on, Doctor Strange is a lot active doing his thing, and we want a game for it. Sensible.
Yeah, yeah. I want a game for it. Or and that's kind of like all we get in this game.
Like
Like,
mission, I mean, exploration wise, we get some more stuff, but
yeah, the old Fist building that you go after in the first game.
it is now the Baxter building
Yeah, the Baxter building, which that's cool.
with the
And
Fantastic Four logo on the top being painted.
now I'm assuming Spider-Man was referencing Matt Murdock in this.
Miles referenced at the end of the Sandman missions.
Oh, well, I was
He's
playing as Peter during this, so that's what he says. What does
oh
Miles say?
well, I played. He was like, maybe I can get Pete's lawyer friends to help them out.
Okay, Pete's all like, maybe I have some lawyer friends that can help me out with child custody or something,
That's
something like that.
definitely Daredevil,
Yeah, that's what I
and
was
man,
saying.
it's Matt Murdock and Foggy Nelson.
Yeah, but they're evicted from their building for some
Yeah,
reason.
I mean, well, maybe they're in a different building.
Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, I have yet to find it.
Imagine evicting a blind man. How rude.
Eh, You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised in this world of ours.
Um, but yeah, I mean, definitely Daredevil. They're really setting up stuff. And if the rumors, I mean, we didn't even forget to mention we were just talking about the games they're making, the multiplayer game.
It's a rumor, or I don't know if it's been confirmed, but it's heavily rumored. They're working
They
on a
rumor that they're
Marvel multi,
making. Yeah,
yeah,
and
Marvel
that's got to be
multiplayer.
Fantastic Four. I mean, if they're setting that up, in which case they're
Maybe.
setting up Wolverine already. We already know about it. But I mean, right now they're setting up Fantastic Four, Doctor Strange, Daredevil, Iron Fist was set up in this. I don't know if you realize that.
Yeah. The college or whatever that
Yeah,
Yankee guy.
yeah, the scholarship, and they keep mentioning that this lady that was at the school, if you do a quest for Brooklyn Visions, I think it is, you go find a teacher who's been kidnapped,
Oh yes,
and
yes.
she mentions that she works for Rand, which is Danny Rand, Iron Fist, which is good. They're setting up all this stuff, and so I mean,
Hmm.
there's just I feel like the sky's the limit right now. of what
Oh
they
yeah,
do.
definitely, definitely. I wish we just saw more. I wish we just saw the characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's especially during the freaking symbiote apocalypse in
Yeah,
the
where were
game.
the Avengers at when the entire city was
Yeah,
literally being destroyed?
yeah. Like granted, or like at least a line saying, "Yeah, I heard they're like in space right now working on something," or you know what I'm saying. So obviously
Yeah.
they can't come to Earth.
Oh, the
But like
symbiote is
imagine,
T-posing.
how cool it could have been to like. I mean, it's gonna be like a bunch of Web of Shadows references, but like the whole symbiote thing's crazy going on. But you're swinging around, and next thing you know, you get caught up, and it's freaking like Daredevil, and he's all like, Spider-Man, like, what's going on, and all that, and he explains everything, and Daredevil's like, yeah, here, I'll help out civilians the best I can. At least show like other heroes are there
And
and they're
then we
helping
could have
out.
had a flashback mission showing how Spider-Man met Daredevil.
Yeah, and it'd be like a cool Kingpin boss fight, you know, something.
Yeah, that'd been cool. But and yeah, there's that. That's pretty much all the big like open world like the ultimate Marvel world type Easter
Yeah.
eggs really. Besides Avengers Tower, which was in the other games.
Mhm.
That was cool. But yeah, there
The
could be
Wakanda
more.
Embassy Easter egg's pretty cool. How you do like a
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever symbol.
Yeah, the Wakandan embassy, which was also in the other two games, I'm pretty sure as well.
Hmm. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, um, I think that's pretty much all that, unless there's some that's hidden that people will find eventually. I'm waiting for those Easter egg videos to come out.
Oh yeah, I am too. Apparently there's a bunch or something.
Um, yeah. All right. I guess you want to go ahead and get to our rating. I don't have anything else really to.
Yeah.
All right. What would you rate Marvel's Spider-Man 2 out of 10? This is the
it,
moment you've been
yeah,
waiting
this
for.
is the because I'm trying to because I've been thinking about this like the entire video of what I want. It is definitely the best superhero game ever
Yeah.
made. I will stand by that.
Yeah, I've had so much fun. Literally, while we've been talking, all I've been doing is swinging around and using that Secret Wars Civil War suit, swinging
Yeah,
around and flying with the wings and stuff. With the
yeah,
oh, I'm having a
yeah. I like.
blast right now.
I mean, I've been having a blast using the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit and doing like scenes like what he did like with the in the movie and all that.
Mm.
And that I love doing that like web slingshot thing, like the quick turn or whatever.
I haven't done that.
I love using that. Oh, it's so cool.
I don't. How do you do that?
When you're going like past the building, hold circle and then like aim left or right or whichever direction you want to go.
Okay, let me see. I'm gonna do it right now, live. Everyone's gonna hear my thoughts on this web slingshot.
I
Oh
should have
wait,
got you. Yeah, you see it?
wait. I think
Yeah,
I did it wrong. Oh, I got it. Oh, okay. So it like
yeah,
turns you. Okay, I see.
yeah. Um, and
Interesting.
also what's cool is that river thing. I wish I got you live on that. That thing's cool. When you're on the water and you like
Oh
just
yeah,
yeah, you like skim across it real quick.
you did get
But
me alive on that.
I,
Because we were on the phone and you told me about it. Because I was going
oh
to somewhere and you were like, "Have you done that?" He said, "You were like, go ahead. You can also do it while you're doing web wings too.
yeah,
You were like swing around and then land on the water and do that, and I did, and I was hype. I just did it
mhm,
just now.
yeah, it's fun. I kind of wish I could like web onto a boat and like ski or something, but it's whatever. Ever. Um,
All right, well, rating.
I don't know. You want to go? Because
I know
it
what
feels
I'm gonna
like
give this game.
it feels like we've complained a lot about it, but it it I have more complaints about this game at launch than I did with the other two. But what this game does, what the previous games didn't do, is so good, and it's such a big improvement on the previous. You cannot go back at all and
We
play the other
rated, at least I rated. I think you did too. We rate Marvel Spider-Man.
like a
Oh God.
9.
I don't know if we gave. I think we gave Miles a 9.
No, we gave no, we gave did we give Marvel Spider-Man an 8 or a 9? Because I know Miles we gave it a lower than Marvel Spider-Man.
I thought we gave it higher because everything was better except the story.
Yeah, and we just thought the story was a big improvement. It was such a downgrade that like everything in Marvel Spider-Man was still good. You know?
That's true. Yeah. I know what I'm gonna rate this.
Yeah,
I'm counting bugs and everything, which is mainly
mhm.
And I'm not gonna count like all the like things that I wish were added into the game because that's like wants that could they just add. They could just add update, but it's not anything that makes the game worse.
Yeah, I see. So the biggest bad things they probably cannot add is like more in-game stuff, side stuff at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I know what I'm giving the game. Do you?
I think I know as well.
Right. Well, I am going to rate Marvel Spider-Man 2 a 9.5 out of 10.
Yep, couldn't agree more. I agree 100%.
Yeah. It's not necessarily a 10 yet, but it is as close as it can get to a 10.
I mean, if they have that update with the change of date, the change of time of day and weather, and add and fix that symbiote thing, it's a 10 in my book. I'd like them to add maybe a couple more suits if possible. Maybe like literally just add 10 more, five for
I mean, they'll
Miles,
be
five.
adding more. They'll be adding more suits.
I think they will. I mean, that's what they did with the previous game. I think they'll do
There
it.
won't be any movie suits because we've already gotten all those.
Oh, well, one, I want like the classic Peter B. Parker outfit for
I
Peter.
actually it'd be
That's what
kind
I
of
want.
cool if we got the Spider-Man one, like Sam Raimi Spider-Man one, like the wrestling outfit.
Yeah, I know. Like, where are those in the game? Like I wish like Andrew Garfield's wrestling outfit and Peter's was in it. Or
Yeah,
sorry, I mean, sorry,
yeah.
but
That's cool though. I think I've just found my new favorite outfit, and it's the Secret War Civil War suit.
is it really your favorite? I keep
I
using them.
love using these, like seeing the wings. It just feels so much cooler.
Do you use a different color, or do you just use the
I'm
uh
just
the?
using the base one, but there's a white one that looks pretty cool too. I just really
I,
like
lo-
it.
I love the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, man. I don't know.
Like just like take the suit and just go for a fly around with it and just
no,
mess around.
yeah, I'm using it right now.
It's an absolute blast.
It's pretty cool to do like dodges with it.
Yeah, it's so cool. I feel like I'm Falcon. It's crazy.
That's it. Give us
You're
a
literally
Falcon.
experiencing like complete joy right now.
It's pretty cool, actually. Let's see. Okay, that's it. This game's a 10
Yeah,
for
let's
this
see.
suit. No, that's
Um,
pretty cool to go through the tunnel. But great game. Definitely recommend it.
yeah,
But
definitely.
but yes, congratulations to the giveaway winners.
Yeah,
Uh,
which we will be. I will actually be probably looking at after we finish recording. I know Landon's going to sleep. I'm going
yeah,
to start getting all that together.
I got work. What do you got to do?
Uh, I gotta go to school tomorrow evening.
Oh, tomorrow evening. Oh, so you get to sleep in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. How nice. All right. Well, we'll head
All right.
out.
Yep. Well, thank you all so much for joining us for this extra beef. Like he said, congratulations to whoever won. Well, obviously we don't know yet. Whoever
Mhm.
won the giveaway, we'll hopefully be doing a lot more giveaways in the future. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think there's anything I can play you guys on. Streams will be back, at least for me, very soon. I've just been playing a lot of Spider-Man, so
Yeah. I'll be streaming Marvel Spider-Man 2. Uh, I'm just kind of waiting because I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to do New Game Plus, wait for that update to come out, or just do a brand new save.
I did see them say that New Game Plus would be by the end of the year, so we don't know really yet when it
Oh,
will be.
by end of the year? Ooh. Okay.
It could literally be any time in the next few
Be
months.
like December, possibly. Yeah. Hopefully, when that update comes out, they'll add like new suits. Sometimes they'll do that.
Yeah. But
Well, here, I'll probably just do a new save. I'll just do that because I don't want to replay the game anyways.
yeah.
Now, if,
Um,
if I'll do ultimate difficulty, that I don't know.
yeah, and I'm
Oh,
gonna finish Callisto Protocol here soon. I'm probably actually might stream. I could stream that tonight. Anyway, um, but I'm gonna be finishing Callisto Protocol hopefully soon.
yep.
Um, yeah. I think that is about it though. So we are gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.